Hi Sagittarius, this is going to be your Sun, Moon, and Rising video for August 2025. Please keep in mind that these are general. The messages will not resonate with everyone. So check back to your Moon and Rising sign. You can always get a personal reading with me at HiddenLotusTarot.com. That's my web address right there. My turnaround time is 24 to 72 hours. I don't like making people wait. So let me introduce you to the cards. I have the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila for clarification should we need, and we will wrap the reading up with the Psychic Oracle Tarot. I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, so I want to get straight into the reading. I'm going to put another shuffle and rifle on the cards. And I hope my camera acts right. We'll see. And then we'll cut the cards and we'll go through the reading from there. This is crap. Excuse me. I can't get the camera to focus. Cutting the cards. Can you see that? Is it clear? Okay, here we go. 9 cards down. First card out. There's a card, Sagittarius, the Temperance, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, next row, the Star card, the Hangman, the Four of Cups, next last row, the Three of Wands. I gotta go slow because it goes out of focus. The Strength card, and finally the Page of Pentacles. What over the entire reading? The Page of Swords. So what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, which are your spiritual lessons. I have 2 wands, which represent your focus, your passion, your desire, your determination. Usually it's associated with your career. I have 1 cup and 1 coin. Cups are your emotional quotient, how you feel about a person, place, or a situation. I mean, a person, yeah. And the coins represent either finances or the doing of something. Let me look at the cards because I think they're already telling me a story. Do I have any repeater numbers? I have 2 4s right there. So 2 4s represent a stable foundation. I think that's right. Let me check and see. I just want to make sure I'm telling you right. I think that is correct, but ever since I had my stroke, I can't remember lots of things. A safe and secure time period. That's what 2 4s mean. A safe and secure time period. So let me look at the cards. Let's start in the center. The cards are with the Hangman. It may feel as if life is on hold right now for you, Sagittarius. But you should use the time wisely to gain a better perspective on what you're trying to do. The Hangman didn't nobody placed the Hangman on his cross. He put himself in the situation because he needed time to think, to meditate, maybe to pray, maybe to have visions. I don't want to say fantasize. Maybe I say fantasize, but have visions about the future. In the card, you see the Hangman hanging upside down. You may be experiencing either migraine or headaches, shoulder pain, back pain, hip pain, knee pain, leg pain, foot pain, which is why you're on hold. But nevertheless, waiting, you have to wait. You will have to wait until everything is good to go. The cards are read past, present, future. Past, present, future, interplay of the cards. Across the top, we have the Temperance. And Temperance is all about learning how to compromise. It's about the reconciling opposites. So this can mean that you may be in negotiations with someone and you have to compromise. It says all things in moderation. So maybe you've been drinking too much, eating too much, exercising too much. You have to do all in moderation. The interesting thing about this card is the angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land. That represents being both logical and reasonable, but having some feelings, trying to balance them out. The same thing with the 2 cups. The 2 cups are pouring water back and forth. But the Temperance card is a fire card. So you're trying to blend 2 substances that don't always go well together. You can put water on the stove to boil, but if the temperature is too high, it's going to boil over and put out the fire. Right? And if it's too low, it will all evaporate and sing if you don't do it right. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm trying to say it. And so usually when people ask me, they come to me and they say, Tara, am I on the right track or right path with my life? This tells me, yes, you are. There's a ways to go yet back here until you reach where you're trying to go. But yes, you're on the right path. The 4 of Wands is 4, and 4s represent stable foundations. The 4 of Wands can be either about your work, saying that it tells you to love what you do and do what you love. You can pat yourself on the back because you have achieved something. You have ways to go, but you still achieve something. Or it can be that relationship that you're in right now can go into a deeper commitment than you thought. I call that the shacking up card. It's not marriage, it's the card of living together. And then we come to this Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is the most powerful ace in the deck. It says that things will definitely change. Definitely. You can't avoid it. It's going to happen. And maybe that's why the Hangman has come out. Because you're getting ready for a change. You don't know it yet, but you are. And the Ace of Swords can represent all thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, and communication ideas. So this is new ideas coming in, maybe new communications with people. It also represents contracts. If you see the ring around the sword there, one of the old interpretations says like a proposal or engagement. I'm not talking about marriage. It can be a business opportunity too. Contract. That's what it is. but it also is a sword. It's double-edged, so it can mean that you are worried the excessive degree of everything. You worry, anxiety, and fear is bringing you down. It's clouding your judgment. But it says that you can definitely believe that something is about to change. So conditions are going to be right for you to be in the right place at the right time. Even if you're not ready. This card is telling you you have to be ready in the right place at the right time. The Star card. It represents Venus in Aquarius. Not in Aquarius, but it also represents the sign Aquarius. It talks about our North Star, how our hopes and dreams, we keep them alive, or they show us the way. Our North Star shows us the way, like a guidance system, internal guidance system. And in the card, this star is a 5-pointed representation of Venus and the Pleiades star system. And the card says, basically, the way I interpret it, is that you have to have enough to fill your own cup. Yes? See how she's drawing water from the well and pouring it out in the 5 directions that represents mind, body, spirit. I can't remember what the 5 directions are. Oh, but you have to be ready to fill your own well, fill your own cup, or keep your own cup filled. And she's naked. That implies being comfortable with yourself. Okay? And so things are going to change, but you have to wait. I think you are going to be offered something, because here we have the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups is about being offered something, but you're not sure about it. You have doubts about it, or it's not exciting enough for you. See how he's folded his arms and not accepting the cup? So the card says, don't you investigate all opportunities and offers, because you never know where your cup of happiness will come from. Okay? And you have to think about it. And then we have the 3 of Wands. I think this is you going back to the negotiating table, because the 3s represent 2 things. It represents either it represents negotiations, communications, cooperation. But it also says there are at least 3 people in a situation, and there may be delays and postponements before future successes are realized. So don't be upset if that happens. And this card I call waiting for your shift to come in. I think somebody is going to offer you something. At first you're not going to be excited about it, or you're not going to think it's worth it. But you got your back to us, and you're looking out over a bluff at the ships in the harbor. They're coming in or they're going out. So it definitely implies to me that there will be some kind of negotiations. Finally, we now come to the Strength card. And Strength, like Temperance, is trying to tell you, because it also can represent compromise, and you might have to change your mind when the Strength card shows up. This can definitely represent August, because it's the number 8 card, 8th month. It says that you have to face your fears. You don't have to be mean and disrespectful, but if you name your fears, you know what you're dealing with. Once you put a name to it, you can deal with it. So look at the card, how she's opening the mouth of the lion. She's not beating it with a chair or whip, or she's not shooting a gun at it. She's just walking over calmly and opening its mouth and it's doing her bidding. And she has the laminate skate over her head. I think this is you thinking about what to do, going around in circles about it. And the last card is a Page of Swords. It's also a message. It's a message to do with finances or the doing of something. It's also a representative of an offer. See the coin he's holding out? So I don't know what this is about, but I definitely think you are going to be made at least 2 offers leading up to August, maybe all the way through September. But you have to decide what to do. Here we have compromise and everything in moderation. You see that an offer comes, but you're not excited about it, and then you go back into negotiations. And this is a contract, but it brings a lot of fear and anxiety. You have your hopes and your wishes and your dreams, but you don't know how it's going to turn out. I think that, again, maybe you have to make a counter offer. And here with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is a student of communication. So he brings messages. I think this has to do with Mercury retrograde. It's retrograde in Leo right now. Let me see when he comes out. Because it's basically 8 weeks of things going back and forth. People reneging, changing their mind, stuff being held up. And I say 8 weeks because you have a pre-shadow period, which is about 2 weeks. You have the retrograde proper, which is 3 weeks. And you have the post-shadow phase, which is 2 weeks. So about 7 or 8 weeks. Let me see when he comes out of retrograde. It's a pretty long retrograde. He says it comes out of retrograde August 11th at 4 Leo. Okay? And this card represents the sun. Some people say it represents Leo. But I think whatever is being held up, it's going to move forward around that time. So 8 August. But the thing about the Page of Swords is sometimes he can be quite a nasty person to deal with. Okay? I don't see anything in here that gives me pause. Just that right now, life may seem like it's on hold, but it gives you a higher perspective about what's going on. Meditate, relax. Don't try to force your will on people. And don't allow them to try to force their will on you. So let me turn this card over right here because it typically represents traditionally a person. What does that leave me? It leaves me the 4 of Wands, Ace of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands as it relate to the Temperance, the Star, the Hangman, and the Strength card. Okay? Four Wands. Doesn't tell me anything next to these major arcana cards. The Ace of Swords. Doesn't tell me anything next to these cards. 4 of Cups. Next to the Hangman. Indicates that someone is wallowing in self-pity, has lost their self-direction, and feels in a bind. It indicates a time of self-pity and feeling sorry for yourself. The message is that it's up to you to help get yourself out of the predicament. That's why I think you're going to be made an offer and you got to do a counter offer. but right now you're kind of feeling sorry for yourself. I have these 2 cards that talk about compromise. I think that's going to be important for you. And now the 3 of Wands. Tells me nothing. So I'm going to pull a Psychic Oracle Tarot. I don't need to pull any Sibila cards because it's quite clear that this is maybe a battle, a contest of wills, or not knowing what to think. That's why the Corona has come out on the Hangman. It's maybe a confusing time for you. I know that we have Neptune in Aries. Everybody does. And Neptune can sometimes bring confusion, fog, not knowing what to do, or not seeing the way clearly. But eventually it will, particularly with Mercury in retrograde, you don't think clearly. So I think give it some time and things are going to change. Now, what's it Psychic Oracle Tarot have to say? Destiny. It's a wheel of fortune. So let's read it. Good luck and fortune are now in your favor. A cycle of change, success, and growth is imminent. Like ebbs and flows in its natural journey, the Destiny card signifies that good karma has come full circle. Lady Luck is pointing directly at you. What you have sowed, you're about to reap. That don't sound too good if you sowed some mess up for people. Once you open your heart and accept what you earned, opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. This is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions. Believe in destiny as you learn to let go of old issues. You're being given a chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past, and enabling you to move steadily forward in a positive direction. Hold on to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have abundance in all areas of your life. Abundance is not just money, and prosperity is not just money. Ask me, I know, because I had a stroke. So your health is your wealth. Okay? That's why I talk funny. Not funny, but that's why I sound the way I do. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become possible. With this card, take advantage of all opportunities. Act now, take responsibility for your actions, and enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. Don't always rely on luck, however, for the wheel will most definitely turn again. And that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. It's maybe a confusing time right now, or you just feel like things have come to a standstill. But it's going to change. This card says so. It's going to change. So until next time, see you later.